let's get on to figuring out how do we handle all this negativity, because it's unprecedented right now. You know, I've never seen this negativity in my life. And when I say walk a gauntlet, I wake up in the morning, good morning, everybody, hi, I put a smile on my face, I walk out into the world, and all of a sudden, drivers are negative. I go to grandma's house, and there's negativity there. There's negativity everywhere, and not overt negativity where it's so blatantly obvious. I'm talking negativity that kind of seeps in, and the next thing you know, you're in the middle of it and didn't realize it. Let me give you some real-world examples. When you go home, you've got a significant other and maybe one kid, maybe two kids, maybe four kids. How do you go home? Do you go home with the doors locked from your business of where you've been? You've closed it, and now you're getting ready to go home? Positive, 90-second rule. I'm going to walk in, and I'm going to look my significant other in the eye long enough to discern her eye color. And if she's in a negative way, I'm going to mirror that negativity because I don't want her to be negative, and I don't want to be negative. I'll mirror and go, are you okay? And then I'll bring her up to peak performance. But if she's already there, I'll start there. What's going on? But I am not dragging negativity home. I'm not going to tell her about the deal I lost. I'm not going to tell her about the presentation I screwed up. I'm not going to tell her about the phone call with one of the employees that ended badly. Why do I need to go there? She can't do anything about it, so don't go there. There's negativity everywhere. And if you look at our family relationships, going to my brother's house with his kids, going to my sister's house with her kids, Thanksgiving's coming up. It's coming pretty quick. And we're all going to get together. You know what it's like. A couple of cocktails in. There's negativity. There's politics. There's different sides. There's people upset. I've never seen it like this. And I believe this year, this holiday season is going to be one of the toughest that we've ever had. Why? Uncertainty. There's uncertainty everywhere. How's your comfort zone in terms of uncertainty? How much uncertainty do you need to have to where you're not comfortable? Now you got the little spoogies, a made-up word I have that I don't know what to do with my energy. That is happening everywhere. Uncertainty. How about certainty? Maybe it's not certain anymore. Or certainty, now my confidence is so high, maybe I don't need a plan. But we do. Why? Because chaos is another comfort zone. How much chaos in a family setting, in a business setting, in a sports setting, puts you out of your comfort level, where you're biting that piece of skin on the inside of your mouth, where you're biting your fingernails, where you're worried, where you're holding your throat because you're feeling the pressure because the energy's backing up like a toilet, and it's going right into your jaw. And now I'm fatigued. We talked about framing last week. We'll talk about a little bit more. Are you getting up tired, getting up fatigued, getting up with approaching the day with dread? Well, that's from what you've thought, and all that negativity from yesterday, you packed it into a couple of thoughts right before you went to sleep. Let's talk about negativity. Well, I should have talked about that last week. Wow, Jim, is that a positive statement you just made, or is that a negative statement? That's a negative statement, Jim. Shoulda, coulda, and woulda. We say those words all the time as a society. As a peak performance coach, coaching an Olympic gold medalist, those words are forbidden. Those words will not give you an edge over elite competition. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah, we could have done that, but get off your butts. Get off your butts. Those are qualifying statements of maybe, or it could have happened, if, when, however. Be decisive. Be decisive. A baseball player, I hit solid. A businessman, I provide a price at a price they can afford. A car salesman, I improve their mode of transportation at a price they can afford. You quit selling cars. You quit closing deals. You make it more influential. You get the negative out of it. So right now, where's the negativity in your life? We all have an inner circle of people that we love, that we care about, and that we see every single week. And if we don't physically see them, we talk to them, at least by phone or Google Meet or Zoom. Who are these people? Okay, well, I can take myself. I've got a wife. I've got 2 daughters. I got 2 grandkids. I got a son-in-law. I've got people that work in my company, team members of mine. I've got to look into each arena and go, where's the drama in this arena? Where's the negativity? And who's negative? Now, I'm not judging the people in other arenas, but I am observing their score level, which is another word for attitude or mindset. I am looking at their attitude. I'm observing their mindset. And if I see that my daughter has low enjoyment, I'm going to put a smile on my face to get her to put one on her face, to elevate her enjoyment, no matter what it is. But I may look at my other daughter, and she is not confident. And I can tell by the way she's talking. So I need to talk about her strengths. I need to get the conversation about what she does well. I'm an influencer of her confidence, her belief, and her expectation. We're all awake. We're not all aware. And your homework assignment for the next week, I actually want you to hunt for negativity. Hunt like a predator for negativity. Why? I want you to be aware of it. It's so subtle. It's so simple. It's not tough or rough. But you add 2 or 3 of these, then 4 or 5 of these, and 6 of these little subtle shoulda, coulda, woulda, can't, won't. And the next thing you know, you're in a low performance state and you're actually depressed. And right now, you want to know if you have negativity in your life? Let's do the negativity test. You ready? Let's go to your jaw. You got a right jaw and you got a left jaw. Press in on the right jaw. Feeling tenderness? Feeling soreness? If it's sore, then you've had negative thoughts, negative feelings back up like a toilet. Energy. Thoughts are kinetic energy. And it backs up and it comes back like a toilet overflowing. And where does that negative energy go? It goes into the right side if I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about what I might do. Oh my God. I'm thinking about it with dread. I'm thinking about it with a little foreboding. I'm thinking about it of, well, it'll go well. However, if this happens and that, I'm going to talk myself into negativity. But check your other side. Check this side. Well, that's everything that you thought from the past. The negative from yesterday, if you kept thinking about it, and if you thought about it, especially if you've been on the show, you know what you think at night's a big deal. That last 30 minutes, you start thinking negative, my goodness, it's going to be recorded. It's going to be replayed 100, 200 times while you're sleeping. We're on a crusade to absolutely wipe out negativity entering our brain. That's our quest for 7 days. Can you hold off? And I've got a tip at the end, so stay tuned. A tip that one of my high-powered athletes used that blew me away. I can't wait to tell you about it. Pretty exciting. When I saw it, I didn't know what was happening. How can we arrest the negativity from coming into our mind? Well, one of the easiest is a little score check. Am I disciplined? Yes or no? If I'm not disciplined, I stop right there and get disciplined, get a plan. Am I focused? No. Okay, now what? Well, now I need to send my energy somewhere so I can focus better. Am I confident? No, I got a lot of doubts. No. Then put my head up. Say something positive. Think something positive. Talk to myself in a positive way, my inner dialogue. How's my relaxation? Well, obviously, I'm a little stressed out, so what do? Unhinge my jaw and just kind of lower my breathing. How's my enjoyment? Yeah, I'm not having a lot of fun. I'm approaching work actually with dread. I got deadlines I haven't met, and I don't see me meeting future deadlines. How's my enjoyment level? Well, I haven't smiled in a week, so maybe it's pretty low. We're all awake, but we're not all aware of our mindset. And zoniacs, we're aware of more than mindset. We're aware of our discipline, concentration, optimism, relaxation, and enjoyment. And we know where the negativity is coming from. We know what arena it's coming from in our lives. And now we can find some tools to immunize ourselves from those negatives and shore up our mindset so that we don't get impregnated by this negativity. Because I'm telling you, once you start being negative, it's easy to spread negativity to your wife, to your husband, to your children, to your brother, to your family, friends, and it can back up even to the office.